Hi everybody, I'm Jeff with Virginia Paranormal Investigations, and today I'm here with the Shadow Entity Detector, aka the SED-01. And I got an email here from the developer, John Corey. He's worked with us on a couple different investigations, and he develops all this equipment by hand. And with the raising interest in shadow entities. A lot of our cases that we get involve shadow entities, shadow figures, dark figures that people see moving down their hallways and on their walls and stuff. John thought that perhaps there's a better way to detect these shadow entities in low light than with the old-fashioned laser tripwire or the light tripwire that has been used in the past. So what he says is that we have this entity that we don't really know a whole lot about. We don't know if it gives off any heat, so he's trying to throw everything at it. And I have an email here from him, and he says what he wanted to do is like I said, he said we have an entity that we're not completely sure if it gives off any heat, so I decided to throw everything at it to see what worked. What he finally came up with was a device that combines the power of passive infrared detector along with a circuit that continuously compares the density of the light in front, and with all put together circuits, it has shown to detect shadows in many different types of lights. Now he's also discovered that, as we have with many investigations, when we go out there and nothing happens, we don't find anything on a lot of cases, not because it's not haunted, but on a lot of times whatever's there likes to hide from us. And John has determined through his research that these shadow entities, they don't like being tracked. They don't want us to know that they're there. So what's cool about this is that it has a bright LED light on this side and the sensors on the back side, so that when it's tripped off, whatever's on this side won't see a light shining on it. It won't hear any audible alarm, but you can set this in front of a stationary camera, full spectrum camera, your surveillance cameras, and have this in the frame, and if something trips it off, the light will set off, and you can go back and review the footage and see if you captured anything on the camera. Now, this particular device here, it's made out of a PVC pipe, pretty sturdy PVC pipe. We capped the top of it, and this one doesn't have a bottom on it. Okay, it doesn't have a bottom, but the wiring is up inside there. It runs on a regular 9-volt battery. We left the bottom off so you can see what it looks like. But the 9-volt battery will go up in there and be secured, and the bottom will attach on, and it'll look something like this. So you can take it along on investigations with you. Now, what I'd like to do is, so that you can see kind of how this works, is test it in a very dark location. So we're going to go in the hallway, turn out all the lights, and see if we can trip this. Okay, so as you can see, it's very dark in this hallway. I've noticed that on investigations, certain motion lights that I have used, if it's too dark, they won't trip off. They need a certain amount of light to actually have the sensor be activated. Now I have this set here on the floor, and I'm going to start to walk towards it. Okay, and as soon as I take a step towards it and cross that sensor, the light comes on. And if you got a camera on this, probably during an investigation it'll be an actual infrared camera, a night vision camera, or a full spectrum camera, so you can actually see the whole room and better analyze what passed in front of this shadow entity detector. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the shadow entity detector. We're putting this for sale on our website, and if you're interested in purchasing one of these, you can contact us. Like I said, John hand makes them. He makes them to order. This one, we've used it on several investigations, and it's a pretty cool device to have, because like I said, if it does get tripped off, you can go back, you can review the footage. The light is bright enough that the camera will pick it up, and being that it's on the opposite side of the sensor, it doesn't immediately alert the entity that it's being tracked. So pretty cool thing. Also worth mentioning, John does offer a warranty on this. He says if basically 90 days, if anything goes wrong with the electronics and such, he can fix it for you. And he does it all by hand. So this is something unique. I like it because it's not. I like to find certain equipment and certain tools that I can use on paranormal investigations that everyone else isn't using. And as far as this, as far as I know, everyone's not using them yet. It's a very unique device and a very cool asset for any paranormal investigation.